Hello my lovely patients. Today's diagnosis is going to be on 007 Quantum of Solace for the Wii. I want to start off by saying that James Bond is such a cool and iconic character that's parodied by many other shows. The cool older gentleman who is smooth with the ladies, but lives the dangerous and exciting life of a spy. The perfect character to make a video game about, and he has had many games. The one most people seem to think fondly of is 007 GoldenEye. That was beloved by everyone and had one of the best multiplayer modes in console. While I did play GoldenEye when I was younger, me and my friends played Agent Under Fire for the GameCube. However, this episode is about Quantum of Solace, and let's see how it holds up. The game starts with Mr. White getting shot in the leg by Bond, and there's no blood. You expect me to believe a gunshot to the leg and he's not bleeding? You pulling my leg here, game? Get it? Leg. Cool. Hey. Mr. White's bodyguards show up and we start our first level, which is basically a tutorial level. The first thing you notice when you play this game is the aiming on the Wii. The aiming is super precise since you use the Wii remote and it's cool to use. But by having the Wii remote, other issues appears, like looking horizontally. To look left and right, one has to move the reticle to the edge of the screen, and it moves rather slow for an action game. If you move too far to one side, the reticle will get locked until the sensor bar can see the remote. The game does try to fix this issue by having you press the Z button when someone hits you and they're not in your peripheral vision, by snapping to that person and auto-locking. Auto-locking causes the enemy to become the center focus of the screen to make it easier to shoot an enemy, but since aiming causes auto-locking, you could be trying to hit an explosive, but you lock onto the closest enemy instead. Not the most amazing solution, but it's the best one I can see. The level ends with us finding the organization's computer file, but the place is rigged with explosives and we have to escape. Before Mr. White is able to escape, we shoot down his helicopter, somehow, and we take him in. We find out that another agent is a traitor and we chase after him through the sewers. And boy, these sewers are shaky because of explosions and dropped frame rates. We kill him, but Mr. White escapes. We find our next lead, who's Medrano, but we follow some guy named Green for some reason instead. Bond then has this really stupid idea of letting the people he is spying on know that he is listening on their conversation. Intelligent operative, my ass. When Bond is asked to come debrief since he killed the advisor for the Prime Minister, he refuses, and his plane is shot down by Medrano with him and Camille in it. We learn that Camille is actually after Medrano because he killed her family. Then we have a flashback for Bond's personal interest in catching Green and Medrano because he lost somebody. The way the game tells the story is not intuitive. They have these secret agent computer things that show up showing locations and people's files, by having these line extend and then having another line extend showing other information which you will never be able to keep up. This game would have benefited greatly from subtitles, since the story is being told through the recording of James Bond talking with his boss through secret communication. Well, other people could chime in as well, but this is all in the past since someone else is watching these recordings. So basically, someone is watching James Bond's file, and in the replay of the files, which we are playing, we have a flashback. But they still continue telling the story from the guy watching the replay, but now starting from the flashback. Also, Bond, the password to your secret agent files is only 6 characters long. In the flashback, we chase and kill a bomb maker. We find out he was hired by Demetrius, who we follow to a science museum. Now we're in an airport looking for another bomber who we kill as well. This bomber was hired by Chiefre because he lost money. Now we're taking a train where we meet another agent who will debrief us about a drug cartel leader on the train who we also killed. It seems that Chiefre owed a man named Bono money and you're trying to stop Chiefre from being killed. This is the stealth level they put in the game that you try to be sneaky, but fuck it up all the time and just shoot everything. You try to be sneaky by using the wall as cover to look around and move quietly. This game is a cover-based shooter on top of being a first-person shooter. Once you're on cover, it turns into a third-person shooter. Bond finds Bono and kills him with the help of this lady who was the agent from the train. While playing casino, the agent who just helped us gets kidnapped and we go to rescue her. However, on the way, Bond gets kidnapped, but we escape and rescue the agent. I do want to talk about the motion controls because this won't be a Wii game without the sensing of the motion with the motion sensing stick. I actually want to talk about the nunchuck motion controls since the only waggling you do the Wii remote is aiming. Wagging the nunchuck does 3 different things: grenade throws, reloads, and takedowns. The grenade throws and reloads are fine, but I'm not a fan of the takedown. For some reason, when you initiate a takedown, you have to move the cursor over the symbol and press A. Why do I have to do this? I never understood the point of having QuickTime events and cutscenes. This one's not even reliable in certain parts. Bond gets taken down and is tortured, but escapes because someone saves him. Time skip ahead, we see Bond and the agent lady who has a briefcase with the money that was just taken from his account, presumably. She drowns when a building above ground is flooded, but only that building somehow. Bond tries to save her, but come on Bond, 2 pumps and 1 mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and you're done? What is this, CPR your sex life? The agent was actually blackmailed by the organization where her boyfriend was kidnapped by them. She made a deal not to have you killed during the torture session if she gave the money Bond won in the casino to them. And now we're back to the 3rd mission of the game. The whole game is a flashback, and we go with Camille to kill Green and Medrano for revenge. On the hotel we kill both Green and Medrano, and we find out that Mr. White and the new guy, Haynes, were the ones watching the recording of the conversations. We find James Bond outside spying on them, and credits. So, what can you do after you beat this game? Nothing. Well, you could play multiplayer with friends locally, but I don't think anyone wants to play this one, and the online servers are down. This is a bargain bin cookie cutter action game. It has a turret section, a chase scene, stealth level, and a sniper section. Having these sections are not bad, but having such a short game, 4 hours with all the cutscenes, makes it like they went through a checklist and just stopped when they finished the list. The plot was told in an interesting way, but not intuitive, which makes it hard to follow the first time playing through. Although I don't think anyone really cares since it's just a retelling of the movie. The only interesting part about the game is the way one shoots with the Wii remote. But games like Call of Duty 3 on the Wii came out before it and did it better. All in all, I would say just skip this game and watch the movie instead. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm actually recovering from being sick, so I'm sorry about that. And if you have any thoughts about the episode, let me know down here in the comments or on Twitter. And also let me know what game you would like me to do a diagnosis on. And as always, my lovely patients, thank you guys for watching and tune in next time.